$2,400 if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or railroad benefits. Then, the president has not $800 billion, but $1.6 trillion for an executive order for stimulus check. And this is enough for Steve Mnuchin and Mitch McConnell to do a second stimulus package. Breaking developments overnight as newfound money can get the second stimulus package out without costing a penny and getting it right under budget. Then, more viewers continue to get grants, money right now from this channel, with a new twist just this night and a series of new volunteers. It's all really exciting. Then, what could be happening over this weekend? And where is the breaking news for Steve and Nancy? It's all developing by the minute. I'm so glad you joined me for Saturday's Evenings LALATE. Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Evenings LALATE here in Los Angeles. It's relatively pleasant here tonight, not particularly cold yet, but you know, the night is young. So I'm glad you joined me and did not go to the Calcito, because her way or the highway doesn't lead there. But I am excited for you tonight because I'm getting viewers money right now. And today, a lot more success stories, a lot of changes, even since afternoon's LALATE, new progress, new changes, and the community is on fire. So if you've not subscribed, please do. I'm going to tell you why you have to subscribe right now. Because even since afternoon's LALATE, I posted on the community channel of this channel, Houston, Oregon, in other cities and where people got grants, they had inside twists that they wanted me to share with you. Then we have a new helper, a new volunteer who's helping people find grants like I helped that person find a grant for themselves. There's so much developing. I'm getting people money right now. Not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. Congress is not helping you. So guess what this community is doing? We're helping each other. And I ask you to subscribe. Go to the Funniest channel, subscribe. Also hit the alert button. So whenever I post anything on the community page of this channel and post a video or an alert, you will see it immediately. Next, like this video. It really helps in the rankings. In this video, I'm going to be going over what new twist did I throw into this afternoon for grants that suddenly opened the floodgate. And a lot more people got approved and got things done and found grants that had never found it. This is money right now. This is money not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. You qualify for the money and you should get it. So this is a breaking development just this evening. Next, new volunteers, new hope, and new progress. The community of this channel is all helping each other. I encourage you to help as well. More about that in a second. Then, $2,400. SSDI, Social Security and railroad benefits. How quickly would it come? How does it work? And what are the deals? Then the breaking developments tonight. $1.6 trillion, upwards of $2 trillion found money that can be repurposed for second stimulus. Wouldn't cost anything. It's the deal that Mitch McConnell will make. So this is incredible, shocking developments. It's just breaking now. Then the president wants a second stimulus shield done because it helps Georgia. Yes, so an interesting wrinkle as things are unfolding tonight. And let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here tonight is that viewers of this channel are getting money in record sum, and there's a new twist of events tonight as to why more are getting it now than even earlier today. I'm going to go over this right now in the 3 types of money you can get right now. There's 3 types. The grants, then I'm going to go over escalated benefits, and then I'm going to go over EIDL. First, the grants. This is money from CARES Act 1 that was dedicated to states, $1.5 trillion that the federal government gave to states. The states then gave that money to cities and counties. In some cases, the states kept the money. But basically, it's in 3 locations: the state, the city, or the county where you live. It's generally not in private hands, but there's exceptions sometimes. Then, What happened thereafter? Well, they didn't disperse it fast enough, and now they have to spend it on you, or they're going to lose the money. It goes back to Congress around December 15th. So we only have a few weeks to work. That's why this channel is growing so quickly, so fast, because you need to get this money right now. So how does this money work? What are they giving it for? They're giving it for 4 types of things, but generally the first 2. They're giving it for rent, utilities, 95% of the time. And then 5% of the time, they're giving it for stimulus check, they're giving it for hazard pay, and they're giving it for business. So vast majority of the time, they're giving it for rent and utilities. Next, how much rent and utilities are giving? They're generally giving 6 to 12 months. So this is a lot of money. Are they only giving it for a small amount of rent? No. They're giving it for any type of rent amount, generally. The eligibility criteria depends on where you live. Some people have been told they have to be behind on the rent. Some people have been told that they don't have to be behind on the rent. So it just depends. What you need to do is first find it and then ask them. It's very simple. Does any viewer of this channel not qualify? No, unless you don't make too much money. So if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, go get it. Next, how do you get it? So here is the new twist tonight at the 5-minute mark of this video. The new twist is what I've always talked about on this channel, and I'm laughing again, is language, words, prepositions, sentences, words. I'm a kid in LA. I talk a certain way. I admit it. I have a voice. My voice is different than other people in other parts of the country. I say the word grant. Other parts of the country also call it grant. A lot of places call it COVID grants or stimulus grants. Well, guess what? In some parts of the country, they're not calling it grants. They're calling it assistance. So this is the new twist tonight. Viewers report that when they called up to ask for a COVID grant, they were told by the person on the other side of the phone, I don't know what you're referring to. What does that mean? I've never heard of COVID. Well, obviously they've heard of COVID, but I don't know what the word grant means. Well, help with your rent. Oh, you mean rent assistance? Yeah, of course I have that. I just didn't know what you meant. So apparently this magic word is changing it for a lot of people. So if they don't know what the word grant is, use the word rent assistance or utility assistance, or even simpler, just use very basic words. I need help with my rent. I wanted to see if you had any assistance on rent or any rent programs or utility programs. I'm having problems making my rent. I heard you may have some programs for it. So how do you find it? You find it still the same ways. With 1, calling 211. 2nd, calling up your city hall. 2, calling up your county hall. 3, calling up your state housing authority. State housing authority. 4, subscribing to this channel, because as I hear people getting grants that is different than the 4 that I just told you, I am posting it on the community page of this channel. If you go to YouTube/LALATE, you will see a tab that says videos. The next tab says community. Click that and you should already be subscribed and you should be getting alerts. For example, I posted something about Houston. It's different than the 4 that I described just a second ago. I posted something about Ohio, different than what I described a second ago. And I posted something about Oregon. So what's important to understand is that things come in very quickly and I'm sending it right out. So, I've had viewers in Purple Power Live said, I can't find anything about calling 211 in Houston. But guess what? Viewers are getting rent in Houston. I'll tell you how if you go to the community page. Oregon, same thing. Alabama and Louisiana. Everything is slightly different in different states. Next. Volunteers. I have now 2 volunteers. I have 1 volunteer who's helping everyone nationally for finding grants. If you're having problems finding the grants, this individual's helping find the grants for you. I dropped the link in the community page. The person is on Twitter. It's a viewer of this channel. Next, I have another follower who specializes in Ohio, knows everything from rent grants to utility grants. Only Ohio. So I had that person drop it. If you have any success in your state and want to be a volunteer, whether it's nationally or statewide, send me a DM on Twitter at LALATE or a private message on Instagram at LALATE_, and I will send you out a message. Remember, I'm doing this on the community page of this channel. There's a lot of social media out there. I know I'm on Facebook. I know this channel is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. But ultimately, the niche, this channel is on a channel, and it's benefits. YouTube. So I'm posting the most information on the community channel. Please subscribe. Next, enhanced unemployment benefits. Wow, a lot of success. I haven't got to too many questions about enhanced unemployment benefits in the last 24 hours, so that's promising. If you want me to provide additional backdrop for that, I will try to do that as well. I have done it before on this page. It was a while ago, but for now, let me go over how you do it. I think most of the viewers are understanding. I think they're understanding this, so I don't think it's a little I don't think it's complicated. You pull your 2019 tax return. You look at your 2019 tax return. You look and see how much money you made. If you made over $18,000 a year, you do this. If you made less than $18,000, you can do it, but I don't think it's going to get you anything. $18,000 to $25,000, I think you'll get about anywhere from 20 to about $100 more per week. Generally about $20 to $50 a week. Then $25,000 to $30,000 2019, you'll get about $100 more per week. Over $30,000 2019, you'll get $200 to $300 more per week. If you've been on unemployment benefits for 30 weeks, this could be thousands and thousands of dollars. I've had 3 viewers get over nearly $10,000. How does this work? You get your 2019 tax return. Write a very nice letter to your unemployment office saying, hi, I'm currently being paid this much on unemployment benefits. Please take a look at my 2019 tax return and see if I qualify for extra or additional or more, simple words, benefits. Send them off the 2019 tax return and you're done. Very, very simple. It's absolutely incredible. And they have to pay retroactively. They have to pay back to the day at which you started unemployment benefits. And remember, if you went off unemployment, came on, went off, came on, don't matter. You still get this. This is very simple. EIDL. Boy, I haven't got a lot of questions the last 24 hours about EIDL, so that's promising. EIDL is absolutely incredible for so many of you. EIDL is if you're a gig worker, side hustle, independent contractor, or sole practitioner. So if you sell things, if you are hairdresser, if you are Uber Lyft driver, construction worker, or plumber, electrician, anything like that, and declare 2019 taxes on a Schedule C or a business tax return, go get an EIDL. One viewer sent me actually a question in the last 2 hours, I just remembered, and said I was denied for my EIDL because I did not have an EIN. I did not have a business LLC. That's insanely incorrect by SBA. So you have to do a reconsideration. There are 2 types of SBA EIDLs that they do. One is for Uber and Lyft drivers. No Uber and Lyft driver sets up a corporation for their Uber and Lyft driving income. It's just not worth the time and effort. So you make $6,000, it appears on your personal tax return. Your personal tax return as a Schedule C. No one's going down and setting up a corporate structure to declare $6,000 in income. Now, some people have corporate structures. That's not necessarily for this. Next, let's go to $2,400. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, you would get $2,400 up to $4,000. What is this? This is under Biden. This is not money right now. This is money thereafter. Biden wants to give 3 step-ups for my SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefit recipients and veterans. First, he wants to give you a $2,400 stimulus check up to $4,000 based upon $200 a month, every month from now until December next year. Next, he wants to give you a 20% increase across the board, one time, lifetime, because he thinks you're not getting paid enough. I agree. Third, he wants to give you a new benchmark that would increase your benefits annually. Now, this is incredible because the new current benchmark is COLA, which is basically giving you nothing. COLA just stays flat and everything keeps costing more and COLA's flat. So he wants to have it tied to a new benchmark. Really incredible, great news. Now, let's turn to stimulus checks and Steve Mnuchin and Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump. It's moving very incredibly fast. What's going on? In the last 24 hours, I have located no less than $1.6 trillion, that may be upwards of $2 trillion, that is now available for Mitch McConnell to do a second stimulus package that wouldn't cost him a penny. It's just, as one viewer said, this is so obvious. Why are they not doing it? Because it's obvious to us, we're not there. And that's why you have to be on social media and tagging them about this, because this is so obvious. First, let's go on. Mitch McConnell doesn't want to spend money. So he doesn't want to take money out of the bank. The bank is the Treasury. He doesn't want to take money out of the bank. Why? Because that increases the national debt. Okay, you got that so far? So what's the alternative to that? Finding money under the mattress. And I'm finding money under the mattress. There's literally money sitting around. It has already been taken out of the bank. Where is that money? First, there's $800 billion at SBA. That's CARES Act 1 money. That's PPP money. That program, that loan program called PPP, well, it expired months ago. And they had extra money. No one wanted it. And it's sitting there. It's $800 billion. That's what I've been talking about on this channel for a while. $5,000 stimulus check that it would amount to. The president can do it by executive order. Mitch can do it as part of the second stimulus package. It just makes very good sense. But now there's even more things that make even better sense. Well, the Federal Reserve confirms they're returning money back to Treasury next week. This is a lot of money. It's not a few dollars. It's hundreds of billions of dollars from the Main Street lending program, which is now terminated. And so the Federal Reserve sent in a statement overnight. Mr. Mnuchin, we're sending you back the money. Guess what? It doesn't go into the Treasury. It just lands somewhere as unused. Third, there's about $800 billion of additional money that Steve Mnuchin sent in a press statement with CNBC on Friday. That's just sitting around from unused CARES Act 1 for emergency relief. Well, this is just adding up by the minute. Do you see where we're going with this? And then there's the state and local money that's returned on December 15th. If they don't give you the stimulus, if they don't give you the rent assistance, then it's going back to the federal government on December 15th, approximately. So how much darn money is this? It's a lot. It's over 1.6. It's heading to 2 trillion. Well, guess what? Temple Doom's bill was 2 trillion. And guess what? Mitch McConnell can do the Temple Doom's entire bill for free. What's important to understand is that Mitch McConnell wants you to have certain things. He just doesn't want to spend it. But this is the game changer. He now has enough money to send you stimulus checks, which he's always said he would give you, but then doesn't want to spend the money on it. He has always wanted to extend your unemployment benefits. They're expiring in December. Now he can extend them. And he can give you FPUC, and he can give it to you retroactively. He has never said he doesn't want to give you hazard pay. In fact, he wants to pay essential workers. Now he can. Suddenly, everything's falling into place really easily. And guess what? That state and local that Nancy wants, she won $400 billion. Steve Mnuchin offered $300 billion after I asked him to go higher. He was at $200 billion. Remember that week? Well, guess what? There's enough to do $300 billion of state and local essential workers. So suddenly everything is lined up, and the president has been urging Steve Mnuchin and Mark Meadows and Mitch McConnell to do a deal, and they met on Friday and Thursday, not with the president, but all those other people. And Mitch met with the Democrat team on Thursday. Is the deal going to be hatched? I think so. Is it going to be hatched before the holidays? I think so. What's important to understand, I detailed it on check, afternoon's check, but let me detail it now on evening's check, is that Congress is on recess, but that means that they are not on the floor of the chambers to vote. It doesn't mean that they aren't working. So the word recess means that they're not on the floor with the nice furniture. They're not there voting, but they are in their committees and their subcommittees working. This is what happened with Judge Barrett. Remember Judge Barrett, who's now Supreme Court Justice Judge Barrett? Well, they worked on her confirmation hearing when the Senate was closed for 3 weeks. The Senate was in recess, but the subcommittee for the judiciary was open. Everything's open. The only time when things are closed will be Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So ultimately, you're going to hear words like on break, they're not on break, gone, they're not gone, on recess, they are on recess. And ultimately, they are talking by the phone. They don't have to be face-to-face. This is, 2020 and COVID's going on. So, wow. Let's recap. I think I covered it all. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff in just an incredible update for Saturday evening. You need to first subscribe. When you subscribe, you need to also hit the alert button. Then you need to watch the community page of this channel because I am posting regularly the helper for grants. I'm also posting when I hear a grant, the 2 helpers for grant. I'm also posting when I'm hearing new things about grants, like Houston, like Oregon. When I'm hearing something that's specific that I did not know, I'm posting in the grant about grants. I'm posting right away. Then I need you to stay tuned because you see how things develop. This twist today about using the word assistance is totally new. Oh, I forgot something. I know I did. Is that it's the Saturday, and yes, numbers are closed. City Hall is closed, County Hall is closed, and 2-1 may be closed. Go to the websites, the official city website, the official county website. And guess what? Go to your utilities company's website and your utility bill, the paper bill. There you will see the grants. Utility companies are posting the grant programs on their website and also on their printed bill. It's usually in the back last pages of the bill. And they'll say, if you're having problems paying your utility bill, we have assistance programs for paying your utility bill. They'll also show it on their website. So you can apply for utility grant now. You can also call them on the phone. They actually answer the phones. Most of them are, 24/7 or open, a few hours on Sunday. You can call them and apply for utility grant now. You can also apply for a rent grant now on your city and county's website, so you don't have to wait to Monday morning. This is how I'm keeping you updated as twists and changes, turns and change. Remember, when you call them up, use basic words. Don't refer to me. I'm not your source. LA told me to call you. I did not tell you to call them. And don't tell them the Calcino saw this from Calcino. And meantime, if you have questions or additional things you need to add or want to volunteer, send me a DM at LALATE or at Instagram. The more volunteers, the better. And follow me in 10 minutes from now as we go into live recordings of Purple Power Live. And then join me tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Early Mornings LA. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay up LA for more.